Hello everyone, Yui is here. In today's video, I'll be sharing a very extremely adorable animation tutorial with you. So, to the light-hearted one, don't say I haven't warned you, cause I did. To make this, I'm gonna be using two programs. First one is Photopea for kitty editing. Second one is Opentoonz for animation. Both are free, by the way. Are you ready? Let's go! Your first aim is to create a layer for each part you want to animate. Here, I started with the tail part. Cropping it out will leave an empty space behind it. To fix that, we're gonna use the liquify tool to stretch the picture. Then, with the airbrush tool, you will have to fill the empty spaces. Make sure to color it with the same shades and tone in the picture you're working with. After finishing the tail, go to Effects and apply an outer stroke. By doing that, you will notice some messy parts surrounding the picture. Choose the eraser tool and work your way around the edges, making a smoother and cleaner outlines. Our next step is the eyes. I tend to auto-select sometimes, then manually adjust the selection to speed up my process a bit. I'm gonna skip forward the other eye cause who want to see me repeating things again? Of course, after we finish the cropping part, we will have to go back to the base and fill the empty areas. Last part in Photopea is to export each layer alone as a PNG formatted file. Now to the second half. Let's open our animation program, which is Opentoonz. The first thing we have to do is to create a scene, in another word, a canvas. Then go to Browser from the menu on top and drag and drop the PNG formatted picture we previously created. Next to the layers on the lower left side of the screen is our timeline. Here, you will have to stretch your timeline as long as you want your required animation time to be. Now create a keyframe as a starting point, then a second keyframe where the change is going to happen. For the eye animation, I tend to make a simple squeeze effect with scaling down the y-axis numbers. Allow me to share a useful tip for you. Rather than creating the same animation you did on the first keyframe, just go back, copy it, then go to the end of the timeline and paste it there. By this, you have created a clean loop animation perfect for making GIFs. After finishing the eyes, we're going to add a small breathing kinda effect to the body. This step is very similar to the eye part, but with smaller scaling on the y-axis. Note, don't forget to recenter the center point, depending on the direction you want your animation to move toward. For me, I centered it somewhere around the edges of the lower side of the body. Lastly, the tail animation. This part is going to be a bit different than the other ones. Here, we will be using a tool called the plastic tool. Your first aim is to create a mesh for the tail. Try not to make the mesh too complicated nor simple, but somewhere in between. Apply the mesh, then start building the skeleton for the tail. Try to avoid overpinning the skeleton. If you do that, it's going to make the animation part extremely difficult for you. After reaching the perfect shape for the skeleton, head to Animate, make a keyframe on the timeline, and start rigging. Don't forget to paste the first frame in the end of our timeline. When you reach the best result, it's time to export our amazing piece of art. Go to Render, Output Settings, and choose the format you want. Hit Render, Loading, and done. Look at my little Mew Mew. Isn't it adorable? I can't. You've reached the end of this tutorial. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends who might find it useful. Also, check out my Buy Me Coffee page, which is attached to my channel. You can find there a lot of free and affordable designs. See you in my next video. Yui is out.